from now on, it's not going to be me talking. It's going to be you talking. So I want you to come over here, take the mic. You've got 2 minutes.
No?
No?
Yeah.
We don't want 2 minutes?
No, it takes longer than to read it.
We can give Jim a little more than 2 minutes if you don't mind.
Some of us will give him our time.
All right, all right. You want to go first, Jim? Jim wants to go first. Jim Gregg from Wichita. He's a member of Oath Keepers and a great patriot. Jim, you have it.
How y'all doing this afternoon?
Great.
Hey.
Thank you.
Turn it up.
Mad as hell.
I want all of you to start smiling.
Closer to your mouth.
I want all of you to start smiling, really.
Yeah.
I see some dejected faces out there because the crowd's not as big as you'd like it to be. But I want to tell you all something. This is the hardcore. You guys are the winter patriots.
Yep.
Last year was the middle of an election, and people turned out for political things en masse. This is an off year, I mean middle of nowhere kind of a year. You guys are the patriots. There's a site I'd like y'all to check out when you get home. It's called 3%ers. Every one of you should call yourself a 3%er because you're here.
Yep.
Okay? Now, I don't know what I'm going to say. I am one of the 2 moderators for the state of Kansas for Oath Keepers National, oathkeepers.org. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 1972 to 1980. I was an 1141 combat engineer and an 0321 reconnaissance Marine. I'm also a member of the Wichita chapter of the Sons of Liberty Riders. I'd like to read to you a little bit about what Oath Keepers is about. Oath Keepers is a nonpartisan association of currently serving military, reserves, National Guard, veterans, peace officers, and firefighters who will fulfill the oath that we swore with the support of like-minded citizens who take the oath to stand with us to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Our oath is to the Constitution, not to politicians or any political party. In the long-standing tradition of the United States military, we are apolitical. We don't care if unlawful orders comes from a Democrat or a Republican, or if the violation is bipartisan. We will not obey unconstitutional and thus unlawful and immoral orders, such as to disarm the American people or to initiate or follow through with any plans of martial law. We will not follow orders.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to recite today's oath. I'm going to give all of you the opportunity to take the same oath that I took. That everybody that wears a badge, whether they're a policeman, a fireman, a sheriff, a marshal, you name it. Even the federal employees that are supposed to be in this building right here took the same oath, or they wouldn't have the job. Okay? Too many people take this oath in federal employment as just a ceremony to get the job. I'm going to read this to you beforehand, so you know what you're walking into. I don't want anybody getting surprises. And after what's been going on in Congress the last couple of years, I would hope that you all would appreciate it. I want to drop something in your lap and then tell you later what it's about, okay? Here we go. I, James Gregg, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, pledging my life, my fortune, and my sacred honor, so help me God. Have any of you ever thought what pledging our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor truly mean? Some of you have read history. You've seen that in our history books. You've seen that was a great passage in our Constitution in the original Congressional, or the original Continental Congress. How many here today are willing to fight for our freedoms or die trying?
Yeah!
For that is what pledging your life really means. It is exactly what our founding fathers were willing to risk. Most of those who hear these words, we pledge our lives, see in their mind's eye the glorious martyrdom against staggering odds for the cause of freedom, liberty, and the American way. Some may make that sacrifice, but most will sacrifice their lives in the service of this cause in a more tedious but no less difficult and honorable fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's you.
Yeah.
You're here today. Once you make this pledge, your life belongs to the cause of liberty. Your decisions can no longer be based on what you want or what will take you somewhere, but on how your future actions will further the cause to which you have pledged your life. Think about what sacrifices you're willing to make to ensure that your children and your grandchildren live in a free country. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Amen.
And just so your decision is not too casually or cavalierly made, an ugly death may be all that you get for your dedication. Should this government or any future government turn against its own people? Look at your history, people. What we're seeing in our country today is almost directly parallel to what happened in Germany in the late 1920s and in the early 1930s. People have been dancing around this issue. National socialism, communism, all these superlatives. Let's call it what it really is. Fascist communism. That's exactly what it is. Look at our current seated president. Don't listen to hyperbole. Look to who he was educated by, who he hung out with. Oh no, they weren't socialists. They were dyed-in-the-wool Marxists. You listen to what some of these politicians on the left are saying today. They're saying socialism. They want to take over. Look at your history. That's exactly the way the Nazi Party started. The history of tyranny assures us that the tyrant will not only single you out, but your families as well. For when freedom fails, not only the patriots, but their family suffers as well. What does it mean to pledge one's fortune? I think most have considered the contributions and donations given to organizations and candidates to be sufficient. There are even some, and some of those are here today I know personally, who have spent thousands of dollars on arms and munitions. But in both cases, they are only trying to suppress the feeling that they have to do something to protect their fortunes. People, frankly, if the American people fail, those fortunes are about to become completely and utterly destroyed through taxation, inflation, and redistribution of wealth. Where would you prefer to send your money? In the cause of freedom or to the welfare state? Once this pledge is made, like your fortune, your life is now in the service of the cause to which you have made that pledge. Don't panic. Nobody wants the combinations to your safes. Nobody wants your passwords or PIN numbers to your accounts or the ATM. No. You still have absolute, complete control over that. Nobody's going to dip into your payroll tax or anything like that. But if you mean the pledge the way our founding fathers meant it, the very purpose of your fortune is to protect, preserve, and support the Constitution of the United States of America and the freedoms to which we all receive because of it. Our honor. Honor is but a word long in disuse in our modern society. What I believe to be one of the most important words in the English language. Our sacred honor. What does that mean to us today?
Woo!